Tonight is the Eurovision Song Contest final, so I thought it would be a good topic to talk about today because I know that a lot of people who watch these videos live in Europe. And if you're not from Europe or you don't live in Europe, you can learn about what it is. The Eurovision Song Contest, often known as just Eurovision, is an international song competition that is held every year. Each country submits an original song to represent that country, and then there are 2 semi-finals and a final. So the 2025 Eurovision final is to be held tonight at 8 o'clock in England and 9 o'clock in the most of Europe. Countries like France, Italy, Germany are 1 hour ahead, so it starts later for them. The first Eurovision competition was held in 1965 and it has been held annually ever since then, except for 2020 because of COVID. So it's actually the longest running international music competition on TV. But I'm not really sure how well known it is around the world. I'm not sure whether people from South America or from Asia would know what it is. So let me know in the comment section whether you have heard about it before. Even though it's not a part of Europe, Australia has been represented at the contest since 2015. So most Eurovision countries are European, even though Australia takes part every year. I find it quite interesting that a lot of Australians follow the competition because if it's 8 o'clock here, then it will be in the early hours of the morning in Australia. So I'm not sure whether they watch it later on or whether they wake up early and watch it live. In case you're thinking, what would happen if Australia won the competition? Well, they would have to nominate a European co-host which would hold the competition on their behalf. A similar thing happened a few years ago when Ukraine won the competition. As it couldn't be held in Ukraine the following year, they held it in England. They held it in the city of Liverpool because the UK came second, so they held it on their behalf. So each country chooses a song to represent them in Eurovision, and to choose that song, each country normally has a competition of their own. So they vote for the best song or best performance. Then it goes to the semi-finals. There are 2 semi-finals, which were this week, and the ones that are most voted for go through to the final. There are some countries which provide extra financial support, which means that they give Eurovision a lot of money and they get an automatic qualification for the final. So that means that they sing their songs at the semi-finals, but they automatically qualify for the final. These countries are the UK, Italy, Spain, France, and Germany. Also, if your country won the year before, then you also get a golden ticket to go straight to the final. So Switzerland won last year, which means that the Eurovision final and contest in general is being held in Switzerland this year. So that means that Switzerland can't be eliminated in the semi-finals. Bookmakers have predicted that Sweden will win the Eurovision Song Contest this year. Bookmakers are people whose job is to calculate the odds to bet on that country in the case of Eurovision, but if you're betting on a horse or you're betting on a football team and who will win that race or match, the bookmakers will predict who is going to win. So Sweden is on the top of the list. Then we have Austria, France, Finland, and the Netherlands. Unfortunately, the UK is 12th, but I think that's a bit optimistic. We normally come 23rd, 25th, right at the bottom of the list. There's always a bit of controversy, and this year was no exception. There is a big controversy about whether countries should be able to participate if they are at war. And then the thing that I've most seen on the news is Estonia's Eurovision song, which seems to have caused a bit of outrage in Italy, because people say that it mocks Italian stereotypes. And there have actually been calls to ban it. Some people found it funny, whereas others say that it disrupts Eurovision values. Because Eurovision's main values is to promote interconnection among the European nations that participate and create a sense of shared purpose in Europe. And it has also had a political purpose because it was created after the Second World War in 1956, and it tried to unify Europe, which was affected by the war. So it wanted to create cultural exchange, and people say that this goes against that. It's supposed to be harmless fun, but does that include mocking other countries? Let me know whether you're going to watch Eurovision and who you think the winner will be. I imagine that a lot of you will listen to this video after the final has already taken place, so you will be able to see who the winner was. I think that UK will come 20th. Some people say that Eurovision songs aren't very good, but there have been many songs which have become famous after the contest, like Heroes, Arcade, Euphoria, Tattoo, or Snap. I think that Snap has been the biggest one in the last few years. I like to watch Eurovision, especially the final. I don't always watch the semi-finals because it's the same song that they sing in the final. So if you watch the semi-finals, you'll listen to the same song twice and the same performance twice. So I don't think you'll be as surprised or shocked. Let me know whether you're going to watch it tonight and who you think will win. Good luck to your country. Bye bye.